that overlooks like sea. When I'm tossed, oh, it seems alive. Like that I might see, and the light will shine in the darkness now will sing. Leave me home if it wasn't for that old lighthouse, my ship would sail no more. And I thank God for the life I owe to Him and King Jesus is the Lighthouse and brother of sin. Oh, He has shown light all around me.
Oh, yeah.
So that I might receive. And if it wasn't for that old light, tell me and everybody who lives around says that old lighthouse down. They say the big ships don't sink this way anymore. There's no use in standing around. Until my mind goes back to that stormy night when just in time I saw the light. Was the light of that old lighthouse that still stands upon the hill. And I thank God for your light.
Yes, Lord. God is the light.
And love the light of sin.
Yes, Lord. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Everybody
Perfect Lamb of God.
who lives around,
Yes, Lord.
they say, that old lighthouse back.
Oh God, oh
You
God,
know the big ships don't sink this way anymore.
oh God, oh God,
There's no use in it standing around. But then my mind goes back to that stormy night when just in time I saw the light. It was the light of that old lighthouse that still stands upon
That is one of my top 4. It's in my top 4 favorites for 30-some years now, the Lighthouse song.
Jesus.
But if you could take that song and picture the words around my life, you would see why the Lighthouse means so much to me. And of course, Brother Paul and Nancy didn't name this church until after Amosville, until after I'd gotten saved. And I never would dream you to name your church Lighthouse, Full Gospel Church. But if you've never been in sin like I was, maybe you never were in a band that played all the night dives, and maybe you've never been a drug dealer, and maybe you've never sold and did drugs, and maybe you've never had a broken home, and maybe you've never cursed God and just never went to church. But I was way out there in the depths of sin. And Brother Paul didn't know he also sang just 2 weeks ago, before we put that up, that picture. But first I want to say about that lighthouse. For those of you who don't know, I was born in Warrenton, Virginia, and lived in Amosville, Virginia all my life. And the Amosville Full Gospel Church was put there when I was a little girl, just 3 years old. And when I turned 28 years old, that church, just a year or so, 2 years I think before that, the Amosville church was down to nothing, just 2 women. And Brother Paul, Markee, and Nancy came there. And that church it was in the paper, it was going to be sold at an auction on the courthouse steps due of funds. Was going to shut that old lighthouse down. They said the big ships didn't sail this way anymore. It wasn't no use of that little old church hanging around. Nobody goes there to pray. Nobody's been saved there in years. Nobody's getting saved. God's not moving and not doing nothing in that little old town, that little old country town. It's not no big preachers, no big evangelists are coming and preaching there anymore. Oh my God, saw a little girl, a little woman trying to raise an 8-year-old boy all by herself.
Yes, Lord.
It had been the childhood church where my mama was church secretary for the founders, the Powers, your uncle. And Mama got back to God the same week, just days before I did. And we both saw that there was a lighthouse. I was out there deep in sin. Like that song said, Brother Paul, some of my family members have some money, big money. But I felt like they couldn't help me. Mama couldn't help me. As much as Mama loved me, she couldn't help me, Nancy. And I felt the hand out of nowhere. I was going down for the last time. My 2 brothers, all on each side of me, we were all in the same drug scene. And they ended up going, one to the penitentiary for 11 years and one for 10. But God in His mercy saved my mama. She prayed me through with the rest of them from demon possession and powers of hell. I'm telling you, I was going down from the last time. When I felt a hand gently slipping by, and He picked me up. Woo, glory to God, hallelujah. Replay in the waters, deep in sin, and restores my soul, hallelujah. I saw His light literally shine about my life, and I'm telling you, all the darkness had to get back and step back. All the chains had to be broken, and I mean fell on the ground, hallelujah. Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
Praise His holy name. Woo! Glory to God. Thank you, Jesus. If Jesus ain't the lighthouse, praise God, I don't know what is. Hallelujah. But I thank God for that song,
Yes.
for that church,
Amen.
Glory to you.
for that lighthouse,
Yes,
for Paul and
Lord.
Nancy,
Yes,
for delivering me, saving my soul. Hallelujah.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, just when the darkness
Thank you, Lord.
rolls back and the sunlight comes in. Sunlight in my soul. Sunlight, every day. Hallelujah. I appreciate the Lord. Woo, glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. Woo! Glory to God. Glory to God.
Perfect Lamb of God.
Glory.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord.
Glory.
Oh my God, nothing can tell it better than somebody
Woo.
that God has done it.
Woo.